Welcome back to Dad Meat, bitch. Ryan Shaner, Rob Cruz.
Are we live?
We are. Baby.
We are fucking here,
kind of,
dude.
We're recording.
Oh, okay.
Great.
So no, dude, I really almost said the end.
Let it rip, man.
Nah, dude. Yo, dude, do it.
I really
Come on,
almost
dude.
said it.
That would have been so great.
We're talking about racist horses.
You
Nah.
put a beige hood on him, and it comes out. Man,
No point though.
It's all it takes.
There's no point to racism.
There's,
I thought you meant.
oh, yeah, there is
No,
no
that's
point. There
around
is
it,
no
yeah.
point.
This is more
like a
of a statement.
retarded racist. You know, I have a
Yo,
point
next
here.
time you wash that, put starch in your laundry and make it just like, it's like, I don't know what it was, man. I'm sorry.
You got to shout it out.
Yeah, shout
Get out of our neighborhood. Oh man, it's great to have you guys here, and it's
great to be here.
Just right off the bat, like I love speaking with both of you guys, and as soon as you guys come in, we just get right down to brass tacks, and there were no microphones, no cameras on, and we just started talking about how happy all three of us are that tits seem to be making a comeback.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's on an upswing and a downswing and a side to side. I'm glad it's on everything, dude.
Just a swing all
Just a
around.
swing. The udders. Let them go, babes.
Let me see your tits swing.
It's
Shout out Savage.
whoa, dude.
That's the artist.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah. I thought it was another racist thing you're saying.
It's a dog whistle.
fucking savage.
Oh, which savages, Rob?
Yeah. Which ones?
You guys are swinger fans. You little itty bitty titty committee fans.
I'm a fan of all. I honestly, my biggest the one, if someone's like, yo, what are the perfect tits? I would say large C. Large C are the perfect tits, and the
My
reason
wife has.
the reason I say that is because I think when you see chicks in, I think it's because movies did it to me. You know, like Playboys and porns and hustlers and stuff. There was a time in like the late 80s going into the 90s, they needed like heavily implanted women, like women who looked like they would just like, if you push them, they'd fall forward all the way. Their tits were so big. But there was a time where like, you know, just like those natch titties were like real big. And those are the ones where I'm like, yo, tight. But I'm also I'm a big small tit guy.
Yeah, same.
Big small tit guy.
No, I appreciate it. I would rather a small natty than a big fake.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've also been in situations where I've been smothered by tits
Yeah.
where I'm thinking like, yo, this is actually, I hope I do die. Like I hope something does go awry where they'll have to be like, how'd he die? It's like he was asphyxiated by tits. He was asphyxiated.
Yes.
That's what I definitely want that in my head.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like I mentioned, my wife has righteous jugs, man. She's a 36C.
Yes.
And, the other night, I was getting JO'd. I don't want to be too crude.
Yeah.
I was getting JO'd, and she had her jugs in my face, and it felt like I was handling two snakes.
Really?
it was just everywhere, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
was
Did you
just
shake him like an old timey Baptist in the South? Did they hit you? Start dancing all crazy? That would be
Yeah,
fucking
we only
sick.
have sex under a canvas tent.
That's so nice, dude.
Yeah.
That's what's up, dude.
You know what? That's nice. After all these years, you're still having sex like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I don't know what happened. I guess I don't know if we're having a midlife crisis, but I mean, like, we're doing something most days.
Yeah.
That's
And
great.
it wasn't always like that, and it was just, yeah. And also, I think like for different reasons, we're closer, and I think that adds to it.
Yeah.
But she's a real pig too, man. Which is
Yeah.
really
That's
nice
great.
treat, Yeah,
That's always the best way to be.
yeah.
And when you move to Austin, I feel like the nookie is going to be through the roof. New place.
Yeah,
Oh
New place
yeah.
and you're succeeding.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you got to break in every nook and cranny of the house. You ever done? Did you guys do that when you moved into?
No.
Dude.
We've lived in mostly studio apartments. It's not really an option.
What you have to do is get cardboard and make walls to go into different rooms, dude. I've been there, dude.
That is sick though. To fuck in every room at once. Who's doing that?
We're omnipresent right now.
Yeah, dude. It's everywhere. Yeah, you gotta fuck in every room, dude.
Yeah,
you got it.
I picture you just fucking. like space and time isn't linear, you know?
Yes.
Like you're fucking in that room,
yeah.
and then you're also like Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar.
Yeah,
where you're through the
again.
bookshelf.
I thought you were talking about the fucking True Detective, where I'm just sitting there with a Lone Star beer, getting sucked off in a 1-bedroom apartment.
That too, dude. I think you're in the McConaughey verse, dude.
Yeah.
I think if you get in like an office chair, you can wheel from other places all over the place. That would be pretty sick.
Do you have a favorite set of jugs from your past, or from TV, from movies?
Favorite set of jugs? I think, honestly, one of my favorite sets of jugs, and I've said it before, and I think it's because the BTNR is so perfect on her jugs.
Back to neck ratio?
No, the boob to nipple ratio.
Oh, okay.
The boob
It's a Brock Lesnar
type. She's got some succulent delts, dude. Just nipples all the way up on the fucking.
She's juicing.
She's smoking. What are you looking for?
I dropped my juice.
Oh, dude. Oh, you're vaping hard, dude.
Yeah, I vape sometimes.
Yeah, you're a serial vapist, dude.
I am.
But anyway,
boobs to nipple ratio.
Phoebe Cates from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It's like they're like, you don't think tits can be that perfect, and then you see them, you're like, what the fuck, dude? And then it's like one of those things where you see them and you think all tits are going to be that way.
Yeah.
And then you live, you learn. You see some big old titties with not weird. Weird's the wrong word. I will not say weird. Unique.
Yeah.
Unique nipple to boob ratio. And
I do think seeing the unique titties really allows you to appreciate all of them more.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I'm with you. It's like I saw Fast Times at a very young age, and it's just like, oh my God, every boob's going to look like this. And then you see them, and you're just like, sometimes ladies got like novelty store titties where like those glasses where one's
the googly eyes come out.
But it's like oh, like that's very fun too.
Yeah, it's honestly it's like walking through a museum because you'll be looking at classic tits and then you turn around, you're in modern art tits and you're like, I didn't know tits could be like that, and then you just go and you appreciate everything. You see what people spin on tits.
And then you're drunk and you're like, let's check out the Neanderthals.
Salvador Dali Parton.
The melting clocks. No, I've seen some melting clock dude, for sure.
The persistence of droop is what it's called.
Yeah, man. I mean, tits are like snowflakes.
They are unique.
They melt on my tongue.
You get enough of them, you can build a bigger tit. Just out in the front yard. Just roll down. Oh,
your mom's
yeah.
yelling after you to come get your gloves, and you're just making the biggest tits of your life.
I'm sorry.
Dude, I am putting a carrot in them.
Did you ever make a gigantic perverted snowman growing up? Were you one of those guys?
Not perverted. It was very innocent.
Oh.
3 balls stacked up, eyes made out of coal.
Man, you went full Frosty.
Yeah,
you didn't do anything fucking weird? Come on.
How do you expect them to come to life, Rob?
Dude, you gotta fuck it.
You gotta fuck it to life.
You gotta perform Santeria.
I will say, nothing against you, Rob, but you do seem like the type of kid who could be convinced to fuck a snowman and try to get it to come to life.
Can you get prosecuted for that?
I don't know if you can. I think
you just try to prosecuted for fucking a snowman. Do you think you got to try to melt him after you fuck him?
I don't think there's any bylaw. No. Like, technically, you are like a baby. What is? Like if it just came to life. Your mic's off? God damn it.
Check.
Is it back on?
So say the thing about fucking the baby again.
Yes.
If it just came to life and you're fucking that thing, that's a baby.
I guess.
I don't care how tall it is.
Don't see your logic, man.
No, I get what he's saying.
Being alive for that long makes you a baby.
It's a brand new life.
It's a brand new life.
And he's fucking it. You are fucking a snow baby. So I get what you're saying. But if you... That would be wild if you fuck a snowman and it comes to life and it does start crying. Like a newborn baby, that's enough to make you go soft. Or then again, I don't know. I don't know what your deal is. Maybe that's what gets you.
I don't like that kind of stuff.
No, what I'm saying is you don't know you do.
Right.
Yeah.
You
don't know until you're fucking a snowman and it comes to life. And it's like, happy birthday! And you just blow all inside of that snowman.
Yeah, everyone has a plan until they
get fucked.
Do you think Frosty is the most sexual Christmas character?
Ooh. There's something kind of sexy about Rudolph.
I will say Rudolph is sexy in the way that Bambi was sexy.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I know a lot of people thought that, it's the dead mom, and it's the fact that it's got, you can't really. I thought for a long time Bambi was a girl. It's not.
Oh,
Bambi's a boy.
I didn't know that. I don't like that.
Bambi is a boy. So, yeah, you need to go back and wipe your computer, Mike.
Great, I'm gay. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Disney. It's like when you find out you've been jerking off to the wrong Hanson brother. You're like, wait, that's a dude.
The hairs on Naeem's neck just stood up, and he doesn't know why.
But yeah, I think it's the doe eyes, dude. It's the sexy doe eyes.
Yeah, there's something to the
very
eyes.
twink-like.
Yeah, it's very innocent and totally crushable.
Dylan's got some.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, brother.
So that right there, that's a caked up Bambi. And that's the type of stuff where I think, you see that, and I'm glad that didn't exist when I was a kid.
I know.
Like, I'm glad it didn't, because I don't know how much more of my life would be unraveled right now. Like, I had to deal with anthropomorphic animals from Disney that were hot. Yeah. Like the fox from Disney's Robin Hood, the animated version of Robin Hood. The fox that Robin Hood is trying to, Maid Marian, is one of the hottest anthropomorphic animals I've ever seen in my life. And I'm never going to back away from that.
That is confusing. Lola Bunny, obviously.
You know what? Lola Bunny was hot because she was also tight. Just tight and athletic.
Yeah, I mean, she was dummy thick.
She was just like, yo,
She was.
But it's like, I don't understand that. I don't know if the animators know what they're doing.
Now they do.
Now they do, maybe. Yeah, maybe now they do. But
I think that where we arrived at animated porn is that there were guys that were just saying that they were putting in some overtime at Disney Studios or something, and then like the real drawings come out from under the desk. You take those, you work on them a couple hours a night.
Disney After Dark.
Yeah, you tell your wife to just put your plate in the oven. You'll get to it when you get to it.
Sure.
And I think at that point, I think they realized they didn't have to be disgraced. They realized that there was an outlet for all of this.
Sure.
And unfortunately, I think a lot of those guys didn't make it to see the rise of animated porn like we have today. Because I would say, maybe, I think it's fairly recent. I think it took seeing Marge Simpson getting fucked for all of us to be like, yeah, I could look at some of that.
Yeah. 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 I think, I mean, there were hot cartoons the whole time. I remember when I was a kid and I started really drawing. Like I would draw what the fuck is her name from the Chippendales Rescue Rangers?
Patty Cake.
Yeah,
that lady.
No, the mouse, the mouse in the one piece jumpsuit.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't know her name.
I don't know her name either, but she was fucking. I remember being like, yo, I gotta give her. I would give those mice huge tits. In my head, I'm like, this is, and then I would erase them and be like, no, it's got to be more proportionate. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I need the perfect set of boobs on this mouse that I'm never gonna have sex with.
It's a slippery slope. Because
it is crazy.
As you start drawing pussy and tits on an animated character,
dude.
Yeah.
You're going to go into the deepest recesses of your perversion.
Straight up.
Of course. If there's a pussy on tits in anything, dude, I'm torqued.
Do you think that these animators have a special set of pencils they work with as to not disgrace their career pencils?
You think they have the naughty pencils somewhere?
The After Dark pencils.
They have to open them up and put them together like pull cues. Like don't make me break out Lucille right now. I'm gonna fuck this drawing up. But it's like I think I want to believe they do. It's kind of like when judges. Every time they sentence someone to death, they break the pen. Yeah. It's like,
yeah, every time you see fucking Stewie coming on fucking Lois, you gotta smash your pen.
They gotta be like, I can't do it again. Daddy, you've thrown away so many pencils. Shut up! I'm trying to make a living for you. Yeah. But it's like, I mean, I will agree with you, Mike. Once you start drawing or knowing you can kind of make boobs and stuff, your brain, you go into a world. And for me, it was like, once I drew the first naked cartoon character, I was like, oh my God, I can probably do that with anything. And then I had a pile of comics, and you start reading, X-Men in the 90s, and the way all these fucking bitches were built, you're like, oh, I need to see her naked, and I can probably see her naked. And
you would just draw things naked that you wanted to see naked.
Of course.
That's beautiful.
Of course. It was like one of those things where like you kind of...
That's so nice.
You were like, I definitely wonder what Jean Grey looks naked. I wonder what Psylocke looks like naked. I wonder what fucking, Daisy Duck looks like naked. You're just like, I wonder if I could do that. Or like, and the one thing I would do is I would Frankenstein them, because there was like times where you'd see on a page like somebody was closer and like, I don't know what Jim Lee was doing, but he would draw like these big, huge busts of people in the foreground. And then you would take those and then add them to regular size people to make them have gigantic. Dude, it was just like,
dude, if I had that skill that you had, man, I would be so confident talking to ladies. Yeah. Because like I would be like regardless if you want to like go home with me after this, I'm seeing you naked.
I have pencils, bitch.
Yeah, I got pencil.
You're just sketching people on the subway. Sorry, I wanted to see what your boobs look like.
Yeah, I'm nutting on your tits to know.
I wonder if
it's up to you how.
It can be in real life or just all in my head, girl.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is a power move.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm coming tonight to you, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, and that's so nice, like the ability to materialize from your mind, dude.
You'd make a great Disney Imagineer.
Yeah, it would be cool to do that, but I don't think I would get too caught up in like making hot characters. Like it would just, I'd be like, no, they got to have more ass on them. Like those guys at Pixar, I don't know how they sleep at night. Like, I don't know.
Like, are you saying like the crimes they have?
It's like, what are you doing, dude? Like when they're like, oh, we developed Mrs. Incredible. It's like, what the fuck? Like there had to be one person like, Johnson.
More Lilo and Stitch and less this.
We like what you did there, but who the fuck is this for? He's like, yeah, it's for the boys. It's like, I'm doing it, dude. Incredible, right?
Do you think when they first revealed her, like somebody just yelled out, "Come the fuck on,"
dude? Without a doubt. I don't even think it's not just with her. It's like if you watch, like you brought up Lilo and Stitch. If you watch Lilo and Stitch, Lilo's sister is so caked.
Yeah,
it's
she is
out
caked.
of control. You're like
not only caked, legged up.
Oh, dude, the fucking thighs
Thick
on that.
thighs.
It's out of control. And like somebody drew that and was like, yeah, this is good enough. Like I'm trying to capture, what a just a fucking bad bitch in Hawaii would be. It's like, no, you definitely drew it, erased it, and was like, I gotta add more leg meat to that.
Yeah.
I gotta put more butt on that. Like that definitely. They even added, if you watch, I don't know if they edited it out, because I know in the Lilo and Stitch now on Disney, there's a part where Lilo gets into a dryer to hide, but they change. Well, that was the whole thing. She gets in a dryer to hide, but now on Disney Plus, if you watch it, she gets into like a cabinet. They edited it so children aren't tempted to hide in a dryer because it's dangerous. However, I just saw that online. However, I do know, because I watched Lilo and Stitch, they put butt dimples in the original, like on Lilo's older sister. When she's on the surfboard, there are dimples above her butt. Someone was like, yo, let's go.
Looking out for the boys.
And someone did that. Now I don't know if they're there in it, because it's like it's like such a weird anatomical feature. Like you didn't need to do that. It's like if she got out of the water and your nipples were hard, like, no, that's how it is in real life, dude.
Right.
It's like, I'm just trying to add to it. It's like they'd be like, get out of here. You can't, this is for kids. Like you're trying to say kids don't see hard nipples?
Yeah, that's how they get kids to like grow up a little bit. Like Lion King is just a soft launch of death.
Straight up.
Mm-hmm. That's how you introduce it. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
I mean,
that's how I got introduced to dummy thick women.
And I don't think hard nipples are that inappropriate.
It's way worse than like a battle for the throne, or no, way better.
Yes, I think I agree with you. I think it's better. I think it's better to see hard nipples than the death of your father.
That's so much easier to swallow.
You know what I mean?
Than seeing your dad in the stars.
It's like what happened. My mom was shot in the head. Damn, Bambi. But then Bambi's like, it's cold. And it's just like huge fucking rocking nips. And Disney's like, no.
Yeah. I would rather see that than Mufasa fall, and then it's just theater of the mind of how he died.
Straight up, dude.
Speaking of which, do you have any desire to see the new Mufasa movie?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
Yeah, I like those realistic ones.
Oh, you like the live action that isn't the
I
live
do.
action?
The Jungle Book was so
First
good.
off, the Jungle Book fucking rules.
That was
In
so
general, it was so fucking good.
And I thought the live action was very well executed.
Yeah, the live action one was. I saw that in the theater. I was like, "Yo, Bagheera fucking rules." Of like, I gotta see what the fuck they do with this, and it was really, really great.
What was the name?
Bagheera, that's the black leopard that finds Mowgli.
I thought you said Nagira.
Well,
Which
it's a black
seems
leopard.
insane.
That's
All right.
No, I like it. No, I guess like in the jungle, that's what they would call the Black Panther.
It's like you're calling the same guy in who drew the butt dimples. You're like, all right, about the name. It's like,
what, dude? The kids are gonna find out about it anyway, dude. They're gonna grow up, dude. This isn't just for everybody. It's for everyone.
Of course.
do you think there's any animation that's made now just for entertaining children and not to horn up?
Mike, I thought you were gonna go Super Saiyan there for a second, dude.
I just shot out of my chair.
That was crazy. Yo, if you just died right then and there, dude. Oh. Dude, you look like you were holding those things on the boardwalk. That's your the electrical thing, dude.
I thought you were going to wake up in the Matrix box. I thought you were getting unplugged.
Holy
so
shit,
I guess what
dude.
I'm trying to say is, do you think they make animated content strictly for children versus for just really horned up dudes?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's like only for like 3-year-olds.
Yeah,
Like, I think it's like
it's definitely like Bluey, which has the perfect name to be horned up. But I think it's like when you watch a cartoon where everyone's just a shape, but not shapes. When someone's just a shape, it's harder to sexualize. When you start adding in like anatomical movements, that's where yo, I bet Bluey could like back it up pretty hard if he wanted to. As where if everyone's just like a weird version of itself, you can't really do anything.
yeah, when it's abstract.
Good point, man.
It's like when you are animating a kid show, which I don't really know if when my niece right now is 2. One of my nieces is 2, and every now and again she'll be reading a book, and I'll go through the book, and I'm like, they really did a good job of writing this retarded children's book.
Yes.
But it's either the hardest thing in the world or the easiest thing in the world to write. And I think when it comes down with animation, it's the easiest or hardest thing in the world, because those guys are like, yo, let me add a little bit of fucking yo, stop right now, dude.
Yeah,
just
please
don't add tits to that.
Yeah.
Even if you look in children where they have the mom has a to quote the Da Vinci Code, a hint of a bosom, that just a little bit of it, not a rack, just a suggestion of a tit, and they don't really go and and then everyone has plank ass. No one's got no one's got any really defining features, and they do that so it's there's not one dad reading the book yo, what the fuck, dude?
Right.
And that's how they do it.
Well, and maybe there's an element too where they know kids are watching with their parents, and they're like, let's throw the parents a bone.
Sure.
Yeah.
You think that? So I think they do that when you'll watch movies now and you'll see that there are not subliminal, but inside jokes that only parents would get.
Yes.
So one that I thought was really great, I can't remember what.
Who am I, Luigi Mangione?
Yo, shout out.
From the latest Madagascar, obviously.
Yes, of course.
Amazing.
Madagascar.
No, the fucking what was it? The Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Oh yeah.
So the
meatballs are come.
Which is honestly United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson's that was his what do they call it?
Magnum opus.
No, it's when you go, it's a Capricorn. You're
his
that was
Zodiac.
his horoscope for the day. I got there, baby.
He did.
Woo!
But it's funny you mentioned that, dude, because what I was going to mention was that Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, they do make a reference to a shooting in the movie. Oh. So there's a part where everything is falling from the sky and then shit's just going everywhere. There's a part where they show Mount Rushmore, and every president on Mount Rushmore gets pied in the face, except Lincoln gets pied in the back of the head.
That's fucked up.
Oh.
Which is, they did that because Lincoln gets fucking his brains blown out from the back of his head. But no one would notice that unless you were like an adult who's like, I get that little funny thing.
Relative
it's a little
to that,
wink.
I was watching a documentary on the Zapruder film last week. And
Zapruder film?
Yeah, the Kennedy assassination.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
The guy that filmed it, I think his name is Abe Zapruder. But it was mostly about him and how, he came to film that day, and he would he worked across the street from where the Kennedy assassination happened. He just went down just to have something to film, just because he liked taking his camera out.
What a great story, though.
Dude,
Could you
insane.
imagine be like, yo, I'm just going to film, like I'm just there hanging out, and you witness the murder of like the century? It's amazing.
And just knowing that you're probably the only person there
Yeah.
that even thought of something like that.
Dude.
But my question was going to be, do you think the Secret Service guy who was on the detail on the back of the car, what do you think his thought process was when he saw, like, I imagine all these guys are violently hungover. You're on the road, you're in Dallas, you're partying all night. Once your detail's done for the evening, you're going to throw back a few. You're in the Lone Star State. You're having fun with the boys. But then your detail the next day is the back of the presidential convertible, and you see the president's head splatter across the back trunk, and then you see a very sexual woman climbing on the back trunk to retrieve her husband's head.
Here I go again. Are we doing this right now? There was probably one. I bet there was one ballsy, one ballsy fucking Secret Service guy's like, Jackie, it's like,
Tastes so good, just watch your husband die. Sweet cherry pie.
Come on. Yeah, there's probably one Secret Service guy who's like, if you need anywhere to stay tonight, like
it's that guy. It's like, I guarantee you, like, after they swore in Johnson, he probably pulled her aside. He's like, Madam First Lady, I just wanted to ask you, was there something between you and I there?
It would be would have been a baller move if LBJ was like, it's like two first ladies.
Prima nocta.
I was like, can we do this?
And twins.
Right, didn't he notoriously have a big dick?
Had a huge
JFK?
No,
LBJ.
From what I heard, JFK was packing pretty well.
Yeah.
But the problem with JFK is that he was so hopped up on drugs all the time that his wiener didn't work all the way.
Okay.
So like, from what I heard is that one of the things with JFK was that he was so whacked out on just pills all the time that he would pay to watch women that he wanted to get fucked, and he would just kind of cuck it for a little bit, but then after he built up enough stamina, I guess he would go in and finish the job, I guess.
Right. Would you have any trepidation in walking into a room where a lady's like, yeah, I need you to fuck me, but I can't tell you exactly why, and you walk in and JFK's like sitting in the corner? Like, would you mind giving her the business there?
No, Mr. President.
At ease. not all together, but.
Derek,
No, I would,
grab her boobs.
Mm-hmm.
Come on her face there.
I would cover an honorable discharge, brother.
But
you have to fuck that lady.
I know.
Oh no, you definitely have to.
Yeah.
Like you have to, and you got to do it and be like, and I'm proud to be here. Like you gotta do it for the troops, dude, and for the commander in chief.
And then maybe I would want to fuck her over the red button.
Oh, I would want to do
that
it
would be
while
so
I'm on the
nice.
phone with them. Like I'm about to go. There's like pressing shit.
Yeah,
like
imagine Cuba getting nuked just because a jug hit it.
Oh, that would be so fucking funny, dude.
That's so hot.
But LBJ definitely, he had notoriously large balls and a wiener on him.
Both are big.
And that's one thing that doesn't get talked about enough is that there are guys with huge dick, but also the balls
Just
to match.
His whole set was apparently
People don't talk about that enough.
was
First time I've heard it, even saying it out loud.
It's like it was legendarily huge. And there's like a phone call that is like played where he is on the phone with either like, I don't know if it's Secret Service, but somebody who's like one of his handlers, and he's talking about getting new pants from Sears because he keeps blowing out the crotch. And he's like, and then I'm just left there with my balls and my bunghole out. Like, and it's like, damn, dude. Like, he had to pick up the red phone and be like, I can't go anywhere.
Yeah, imagine there's like some international incident and he's got to go down to the situation room and he's the last one there. And as soon as he sits down, his balls just like fly out of his pants and everybody just has to deal with it while they negotiate this crisis.
Or he's the first president that walks into a speech when he's wearing sweats. He's like, Dad, don't even talk about it.
Yeah, the sweatpant accords.
He's just flopping in the goddamn grays. He's like, there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, was that like a hard time when he was president?
LBJ.
We're being a lot of conflicts.
Oh,
I
Vietnam.
don't know history that well.
We were in Vietnam. He was dealing with Vietnam, and he was dealing with JFK being assassinated. So then it was like a lot of people wondering if he was going to be assassinated. And then you have to understand that before JFK died, he also was like, we're going to the moon. And that wasn't off the table. A lot of people thought when his brains went to the moon, that whole idea went out the window with it. But they were like, no, you have to honor the legacy of this guy.
Right.
So like he had
the third legacy. Who am I?
Damn, dude.
Dude, I love when that hood goes up. The bad boy comes out.
The joke had a lot of girth to it, dude.
Come on.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, I think LBJ had a lot. He had a lot on his plate. Yeah. And a lot in his pants. He just going. His pants budget was out the window.
Guys, if you don't mind, I just want to take a second to thank our sponsors.
Please.
Guys, I want you to make an awesome first impression with Chubbies. Their flannel overshirt looks like flannel but feels like fleece, so it'll take you from picking out a Christmas tree to watching Hallmark movies on the couch. Everything Chubbies makes is ridiculously comfortable and will have you looking great. Have you guys worn Chubbies yet?
I have not. Tell me more about Chubbs, dude.
I wore Chubbies over the summer, and they fit like a glove, and it saved the day. I was in a situation where it was hot as shit out. I made the mistake of wearing pants out. I remembered I had a pair of Chubby shorts in my trunk. Went to the trunk, changed into my Chubbies, changed the entire complexion of my evening.
Damn. That's amazing.
Thank you, Ryan. Whether you're buying for yourself,
I was happy for you as
No,
well.
that was not disingenuous. That sounded very, but
it really made me feel good because like normally I pride myself on planning accordingly, specifically for weather.
Yeah.
And I really felt like a dickhead not planning accordingly and sweating my fucking dick off.
Straight up.
Almost an LBJ situation.
Yeah, dude.
Where, oh my God, what if he got sworn in a pair of Chubbies? He's covered in blood, but he's got fresh Chubbies on. Whether you're buying for yourself or giving a gift, Chubbies has what you need this winter. Check out their website for their best deals of the year. Our friends at Chubbies are giving listeners 20% off with code Chubby20 at checkout at chubbyshorts.com. That's 20% off your order with code Chubby20, which is CHUBBY20. Support the show and tell them we sent you. This holiday season, gift yourself and your loved ones Chubbies.
Dude, Chubby 20 sounds like a great talk show. It's like, welcome to Chubby 20.
Yeah.
Or like a disgusting pop group like Maroon 5.
Chubby 20.
It's the guy that he fucks. I'm hurting, baby. I'm feeling sore. I am obesity.
Why do these
sugar,
these donuts are always taunting me? Yeah.
I'm at an OBGYN appointment. If you can't hop on a plane to see your loved ones this holiday season, the next best thing is an Aura frame. Aura frames are the digital picture frames that are easy to use. Just upload photos and videos directly from your phone to the frame. Plus, you can even order your frame online and preload it with photos and videos using the Aura app. So it'll be ready to go right out of the box. Named #1 digital photo frame by Wirecutter. You seriously can't go wrong. Last week for my birthday, Tim surprised me by loading a bunch of pictures of me and a bunch of people that I love into an Aura frame.
Oh,
it really made me emotional.
That's
man.
very nice.
It was a really nice treat. I didn't expect it, and Aura frame sent me a couple frames. I'm going to set them up. Hopefully, my wife's not watching. I'm going to set them up for her for the holidays and try to jerk some tears out of her.
Oh, buddy,
damn!
So save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver Mat frames by using promo code FATBIRD at checkout. That's AURAFrames.com, promo code FATBIRD. This deal is exclusive to listeners, so get yours now in time for the holidays. Terms and conditions apply.
Damn.
Now, boys, I have one more thing to speak to you about.
Please.
Having amazing hair bolsters your confidence. Can we all agree on that?
You know what? It definitely does, dude.
I mean, Dylan, God bless him. I mean, the man's good at everything I've seen him do, and on top of that, he's got a righteous head of hair. And I've honestly thought about scalping him and taking that.
Dude,
and
honestly,
it on my
that
own
would
head.
be the coolest thing you could ever do.
Mike, I would give you my hair in a fucking second, dude. I love you.
I love you too.
Aw.
Thanks. That
So
means a lot
sweet.
to me, man.
Dude, that was like an aura frame moment.
That was.
Damn, dude.
But Dylan, the good news is you don't have to, all thanks to Hims. Having amazing hair bolsters your confidence. If you've been struggling with hair thinning, Hims can help, which I'm in that group. Hims provides access to a range of hair loss treatments. Choose between a chewable treatment, an oral pill, a spray, or a serum, which does sound exciting. Whatever works best for you. With doctor-trusted options and clinically proven ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil that can regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months, you won't have to wait forever for the hair of your dreams. You don't even need insurance. And the one low price covers everything from treatments to ongoing care. And I believe that finasteride and minoxidil are cashiers at my Dollar Tree. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/fatbird. That's HIMS.com/fatbird for your personalized hair loss treatment options. hims.com/fatbird. Results vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
Hell yeah.
You're so good at that.
Oh, brother, I'm trying to get my hair right.
You know,
Yeah,
I've
dude.
often thought about with the Hims spray, and maybe maybe they won't advertise it, maybe they won't talk about it. Yeah. Does it work? It works wherever there are natural hair follicles present.
No, it grows new ones, dude. I'm growing on my forehead.
You're growing it on your forehead.
Really?
No.
Damn, dude.
Rob, come on, man.
was
Rob, I had a real question here. You can't fucking.
I don't think it
You
works
can't
like
yank
that.
me like that. Don't jerk me, dude.
Sitting next to the goddamn bad gremlin right now.
God damn, dude. But if you have if you sprayed the finasteride on your nutsack for 6 months, would you have like a long, almost like wizard beard of pubes off of your sack? Like how long would it take to do that? That's a question for the fans if anybody's ever.
Yeah.
That's a great wintertime experiment.
Straight
You
up.
know, you got time. You're in the house. Snow's falling outside. The wind's whipping around.
Dude.
You got nothing else to do. Grow some long gray ball hairs.
Honestly, if the Flyers keep it up, I will grow a playoff beard on my nutsack. I will be bushy as hell by the end of the season. I will get some Hims and just really annoy my girlfriend with my huge nutsack hair for the whole month.
That's so nice. When you're in a relationship, that's the time.
Yes.
I think it's the time to, and honestly, if I did it and I was like, yo, I'm doing it for one of the Fly Boys and two for an experiment, I'd be like, it's science.
Of course.
Science stuff. I have to figure
If
it
she
out.
leaves, that's big on her.
You know what? It is big on her because I would honestly put a wig on her. Am I right? I would shave her off right before she went. She'd have a little pube pop. Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
I'm the stupidest man alive.
Do you
Oh,
guys
that was
keep-
beautiful.
You guys keep your pubes trimmed?
Yeah, now
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm out on these fucking streets.
I know.
Yeah, you gotta
I
look
gotta stay
nice. You gotta
clean.
present, dude.
I do got to present.
I give my dick hair a nice Amish barber cut. You know, like a very straight, flat, like almost like Caesar right at the tip.
Hit it with
Like
the
a-
Ezekiel.
Yeah, dude, I definitely do. I try to keep it high and tight.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I don't go full bald.
Yeah. Now, have you ever done that though?
I have done that.
I have
but
done
now,
that too. It's weird.
And it's weird now. It worked when I was a young man because I had no body hair on my torso. So now it just looks like I'm wearing a
forest fire
sweater.
happened.
It's a
Like,
controlled burn.
It looks like a UFO landed on your dick.
Yeah, it looks like someone committed arson.
Yeah,
So there's
dude.
a guy hiding around the corner jacking off to Bob's presentation.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I that's the way it looked when I shaved off. I shaved everything, but I have like hairy thighs.
Yes.
And it just honestly looks like I have a weird skin condition after that happens. It's like you have to shave everything.
Of course.
If you're shaving your balls completely, you have to shave everything, at least up to the knee.
Yes.
Like you can't, like below the knee, you can be like, yeah, it's where it starts.
where it
growing.
starts.
That's where
Yeah.
it starts. But like, I mean, imagine having like a hairy butt crack and a hairy taint, and then everything just stops right there. Like no one,
It's unnatural.
no one believes that.
And you know what? The audience is smarter than you think.
Oh, I know. They see the wool I'm trying to pull down.
Yeah.
They don't believe it at all.
They
dude.
know.
They totally do.
So yeah, I just keep it nice and trimmed.
Would you put a strip in? Would you do a strip?
A strip?
Yeah, like strip, like just like one strip. Would you shave
I
it?
would heavily consider.
Dude, I honestly want, and I'm not saying I want to see it, but I would. If you told me, I'd have to believe you. Get a cookie cutter of like a star.
Okay.
And then and then have a star over your bird. I think that would be
nice.
Very awesome.
And you know the cruise loves pageantry.
Dude, come on, dude.
That's pageantry.
Yo, you're the fucking star on the top of the Christmas tree, dude. That's exactly what that is.
Wow. Yeah.
You're celebrating a white dickness.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, because I do need to find ways to make this damn penis more exciting.
Yeah.
Good. You know, it's hard when you're giving the same lady the dick for 3 years. You don't even care. You're like, yeah, it's not huge. Deal with it. I'm like, leave me or don't, lady.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you there's the thing in the back of your head where you fuck a lady and she's like, is she gonna tell people that?
Yeah, you don't want.
I stink.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Maybe get like those things that people like put on their stomach to make it look like they have abs.
Yeah,
get a small-
give it the 300 dick.
Yeah, maybe dick
Give a
abs.
V cut on your penis, dude. Get your dick shredded, dude.
Yeah,
You
I
gotta
wish
get
there was
that.
like a way to like detach from my dick and I could make it look like Elf, where I stand farther away from my dick.
It's an optical illusion.
Peter Dinklage attacks it.
Yeah, dude. That
Force
would be-
perspective, but I don't want to force anything on anyone. But
Rob, do you have a hairy chest and belly?
yes, I do.
So here's what I'm thinking. I think one way that you could temporarily spice things up is to shave everything except a line leading up, then have an arrow pointing to your mouth. And then when her eyes reach all the way up to your mouth, maybe just say, I love you.
Whoa.
That'd be nice.
That is really nice.
Yeah.
I think that would make me look like a fucking retarded airbender as well.
Avatar.
Then the faggot nation attacked.
I love you. Yeah, I think you should do that, dude.
Yeah, no, I like that.
I think shave it. Have you ever shaved your chest?
No.
No.
I'm waiting until I get in shape.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
You're looking
But here's the
good.
deal. One thing to consider is that when you shave, you might actually see more progress than you might right now with all the hair.
Yeah,
Very true.
that's
See
very
a
true.
little definition. You get a little juice moving
Yeah.
forward.
Right. But I also don't want to get too big on myself before I hit my goal. You know what I mean? Because I am worried that I'm going to shave it. I'm going to like the way I look. And I'm going to be like, I made it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to be unhappy. And then I do want that like moment where like the girl takes off her glasses before prom.
Oh yeah.
Then all my
yeah.
boys are like, he's beautiful.
Yeah. You want to be Rachel Lee Cock is what you want to be.
Yeah.
And then give her she's all splat right off on there.
Rob,
For sure.
what a reveal, man.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it. And yeah, I just thought about RuPaul, Ruveal. Have you? Do you guys watch Drag Race?
Wait a minute. What? A reveal?
A Ruveal.
Well, to that point, I think you would present as a beautiful woman.
What?
Oh
would
no!
present as a beautiful woman.
Honestly,
Yeah,
if-
you think so?
I know
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
I would look like a freak.
no, no,
Dude,
no.
Shayna would look insane as a woman.
I would.
Yeah.
you would look beautiful.
You have
Yeah, if I shaved the beard and stuff like that, because I have
no.
beautiful
Honestly,
eyes.
even if you
I have lady eyes.
you have bearded lady face. Not to
Oh, okay.
if you put a wig and like if you had like some fake tits.
Yeah.
And you like how sometimes you see old timey movies of like I'm a bearded. You have perfect. You have nice cheeks.
I appreciate that.
Even
And I-
even current Rob, you would make a beautiful Muslim woman.
oh
yeah.
my
Like
god!
if you put on a burqa and you just had
Oh,
this
just
showing,
those?
Oh yeah, and,
goodness,
dude,
man.
did I run that by you?
No.
No, I was soft launching the idea of like the full body burqa with just the eye hole. It looks like the
Oh, yes, you did, yeah.
It looks like the closed version of someone asking, "What's the password?" Is that fun?
It is, yeah.
I
I
might
think
try
it's
that
pretty
for
great.
Vinny from Jersey Shore tonight.
But Rob, if I bought you a burqa,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have to put it out to anybody if you didn't want it to. But could I just see you in a burqa?
Yeah. No. As much as I want to see that, I look at that like this is going to be a new cartoon that's going to make me feel weird that I didn't know anything about. Like
You think
I'm
it's gonna unlock something?
I think I'm like, yo, I didn't know Rob had them eyes, dude. Like, I
Yeah,
just, like,
that is true.
Those
It-
fucking beautiful lady eyes.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
does
know.
have like Nala. laying
That's
in
what I'm
the
talking
bushes
about.
eyes.
Falling back in the big grass and
Yeah.
big eyes. You got fucking peepers, dude.
Yeah.
You doing something my way?
Maybe this is
That-
why Naeem's always fighting homophobic thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh, he runs away from them. He sprints.
Yeah, he does.
He the way I've seen the way he looks at you. It's
you think I don't notice, brother?
dude. It's crazy, dude. It's definitely
He won't put the yarmulke in the title because it's too much of a commitment. He's scared.
yeah. It's definitely a do-rag and the deer fag. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, brother, but yeah, and I'm fucking caked up.
Yeah, dude.
I don't mean to brag, and you know, with the weight loss, I am losing back, but I am gaining fronts a little bit because I'm losing dick pad.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, you're gaining inches.
Have you been checking your progress on the doorway?
No, that I like to eyeball it because it's the same thing with like checking the scale too much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It fluctuates. You're like, oh, that's actually water weight. Don't get too discouraged. So
Did you ever do the paper towel test on your wiener?
What does that mean?
Did you ever do that?
Where you stick it in the toilet?
So you take like a paper
roll.
towel roll or a toilet paper roll, and you get boned up, and then you put your penis on it to see if it fits in there, and if it doesn't, you got like some premium girth.
Yeah, I think I'll fit.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I could yawn.
Let's just say if we were in the woods and you had the shit, you could put the roll on my dick.
Yeah, if my dick was a little sleepy in that roll.
Having one of you guys as a toilet paper roll. Yeah, that would be so fun.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, then
I'll try that again. I remember trying that as like an 18-year-old. I did that, and I also bought condoms just to ensure that I could fit in one.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And I did, and to celebrate, I just blew the rest of them up and just had them around my room for an evening.
That's really nice.
I mean, that sounds...
Yeah, you do really nice stuff. That's what an artist does, honestly.
Yeah, imagine telling your son it's time for dinner and like you see that going on in his bedroom.
I think you just walk away. You just close like, he's becoming a man.
Right.
I know what it's like. Or you walk in as a dad and be like, I know you look a lot like me when I was your age. You have a very cats in the cradle moment with blowing up condoms. It's like, I didn't know it's hereditary. That's got to be crazy too, to be a dad and find out something that you did as a kid that you told no one about that your son is now doing. That's got to be mind-blowing. Like, I didn't know I passed that on.
I know there was a moment where I could tell my dad was checking my pecker because I woke up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. For some reason, my dad was painting the bathroom in the middle of the night. And I walked out of my room, and the bathroom was to the left, and I immediately noticed my father. And he's like, do you have to go to the bathroom? I said, yeah. He's like, you can go ahead. I was like, all right. Well, and I started going to the bathroom, and my dad was just like dipping his brush and trying to pretend like he was part of the painting process. But he was clearly just trying to see what I was working with.
Wow. Yeah, I guess you... do you have the same urge
to see his dick?
For Junior?
No, I don't care. Yeah, what you got, what you got.
Right.
That's a good way to be.
I think, I don't know.
It sounds like
I wouldn't want to see it, but my brain is just going back to the story of my friend's little brother. Apparently, it was like such a micro situation. They thought he was a girl when he was born.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of stuff you want to know because you raise them a little differently. You give them a little bit more words of affirmation.
Yeah.
And you love them a little more.
Yeah, you got to find out a skill they're really good at and be like, work on that skill forever.
I'm putting a paintbrush in his hand.
You're gonna be a genius.
What a tiny paintbrush.
I mean, yeah, I think if you have a micro penis, you have to imagine like the dedication and drive someone with a micro penis has. Like if they have nothing to go with it, they're gonna be like just a dog chasing its small, tiny tail.
Yeah.
But if you give a person something to do and like they understand, they're like, yo, my penis ain't nothing.
Yeah.
I have to I'm gonna work at being great in some other way.
For sure.
I think that's how it works. And then again, I don't know. I've never met anybody with a confirmed micro penis.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like it's hard to find that out.
Yeah, I don't think any of my boys be like, yo, I'm working with a fucking. I got nothing, dude.
It's got a stamp next to it.
I don't know. I don't know if any of my. I don't want to think about all my friends' birds.
Yeah.
But I wonder if there is a micro guy.
There's one amongst us.
There's got
really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Oh, I thought you knew. Yeah.
Like in our squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
There's got to be one.
wonder who.
Yeah, this
Not
is,
it.
This is like Gay Clue.
It's called goo.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I've definitely worked harder at stuff because of my insecurities.
Yeah, I think everyone does. I think
Yeah.
once you have an insecurity, you're trying to make up for whatever you think is lacking, and then I think once you reach a certain age, you don't really care anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing is like you're gonna reach an age where you're like, you know what, I've done so much, so like with what I've had, and it's just the way it's gonna be. And
Right.
Yeah, this
You
is
don't
the
care.
penis that God gave.
this is it's just the way my wiener is. Actually, it's not the penis that God gave you. It's the penis that someone thought. You're circumcised? I'm assuming.
Yeah, no pulp.
Straight up. You got.
Yes, I'm cut. Yeah.
You're cut. I'm assuming Dylan's uncut. I'm cut myself, but I found out.
Cut gang.
Yeah, dude. What up? No hoods on us, dude. Take that fucking. Take it off, dude. Pull it back, dude.
That's a reveal.
But I found out that when you're circumcised, there's not one circumcisionist.
Moil. Well, that's in the Jewish faith.
There's not one person at the hospital that does it.
It takes a village.
It's like. It's actually,
I'll do it if that kid still needs it. Just if nobody else is around. It's
like
I'll hold the balls.
It's like the scene from Ghost. It's like two hands coming over like that. It's very beautiful.
Yeah.
But apparently it's like on the hour. So like
sorry, buddy.
Please.
someone comes in, snips you up,
Right.
and they do it the way they think the dick should look.
What do you mean every hour?
So like it's like someone
Like a workforce rock block?
They got the MM Army doing it. No, I heard that what it is that, you know, they have someone who does it, but none of them are like specialists. They're not like, you know, sommeliers of cutting wieners.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they're
Okay.
then what happens is they snip a bunch of wieners, and then another doctor comes in who's like, or a nurse or whomever. I don't know if they're I don't know what the titles are.
The molestier.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
But I know
Very French.
Yeah.
whoever has the way your penis is
Little
shaped
wee-wee.
is because
What was that? Little wee.
Watch it.
Micro buku. Micro buku, pee wee. Micro blah blah. I'm sorry, Ryan. Yeah,
No. Keep it going, dude. Oh yeah. So anyway, it's like you get a penis that someone thinks the way your penis should look.
Ah.
So like the way your penis is, someone was like, that's the way I want it. So
Yes.
it's like my penis doesn't look like your penis, which doesn't look like your penis. Even though if you were to line our penises up, I don't know if I'd be able to identify my wang right away.
So do you think he puts like the mirror behind it around
he's
it?
like-
Yeah.
Penis is giving
Yeah.
like.
Then you go
that's
out
what
to the car and cry because
Yeah.
you hate it.
You have to go back. You drive away from the cost cutters like, God damn it.
Your mom's trying to tell you, it looks good.
I can't go to school. You're putting a hat on your penis. You're in the bathroom with gel trying to make it look.
Yeah, the pieces of tissue paper with the blood dot on them. You look like the kid Grinch from the movie. You're 12-year-old and you have a beard.
Oh man, yeah, you're basically trying to make your dick look right. But apparently everybody's wiener is cut.
There's more than one ways to skin a dick.
Yes.
Straight up, and apparently there is like a diagram that they're supposed to follow. But like even then, like, you know, because everyone's, you know, you might be dealing with a micro guy.
Right.
You might be dealing with a baby who's like, you know,
That's the real specialist.
is,
seriously,
yeah.
they have like one of those like eye things that like they put on. And
Do you think like
fucking
the
go.
micro moil has to come in and like you know how like when a kid has a play kitchen and they serve you food? Do you think the micro moil is gonna be like, whoa, look at all this, whoa, how am I ever gonna do this with all this meat?
You think the micro moil talks like the micro machines guy? He's like, I'm gonna cut that thing real fast. I'm gonna cut it right there. I'm gonna put it over there. It's a micromoil, dude.
I like that.
I think, I think cutting a smaller penis takes delicate hands.
Yeah.
It definitely takes delicate
You know,
hands.
you got to be way more. It's like making those little like weird miniatures.
Of course.
You got to make it scalloped in the right way.
Yeah, it's like those people that carve little statues in the tips of colored pencils.
Yeah, those guys. They're
Yes.
like, you know, and it's funny. You never hear what those guys do for a real living. It'd be funny if they were like, "Yeah, I'm the only micro circumcisionist at the."
Oh my God.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
And if you found out your dick could be made into like a little shape, that would have been fucking. I don't know why they don't do that.
Yeah, I would like to customize.
Yeah, dude. I think what would be great is if they gave you, if they put like Lego
Like a
notches
Mr.
on the side
Potato
of your
Head
penis.
where you can put
Yeah, dude.
accessories on.
That would
Yeah, a vanity dick. He carves in bad boy.
It would be cool to see mirrors coming off the side of your dick. Or mud flaps on your penis as they back off.
I gotta fold them in when I do anal.
Here's something I learned though. When remember the guy at Bass Pro Shops who had a micro penis that
Yes.
jumped in the tank?
Yes.
That led me down a micro penis rabbit hole, and I learned that more times than not, micro penis is diagnosed at birth.
Wow.
Why wouldn't you just give it a little bit of time?
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah. You know they're like, I totally. Then
Yeah.
again,
Ugly duckling syndrome again.
yeah.
Absolutely, and you move different with that information.
You do, yeah.
Where like did you guys watch Hey Arnold much?
no.
Hey, what?
Hey Arnold.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you know the fat kid. I forget his name. Harold.
You talking about the bully?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yes.
There was an episode where they take placement tests of like what your career is supposed to be.
Oh yeah.
And the test got mixed up, and his test said he was a genius, and he actually progressed so much because he thought,
yeah,
Holy
yeah,
God.
yeah,
he was a
yeah.
genius. The
That's
stories we tell ourselves.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, I think finding out you have a micro penis is like for a long time I thought there was something wrong with my wiener for the longest time.
How so?
I dated a woman.
Learning disability?
Yeah, it definitely it was dyslexic.
Come on.
No, dude. Come on. I had ADHD. Anyway, I dated.
It was retarded.
Dick's retarded, dude. I dated a chick for 7 years, from when I was 19 to 27.
Common law.
And yeah, I was with her forever. And our sex life was awful. It was really bad. Like in the beginning of our relationship, everything was fine. And then we had like a pregnancy scare where like it wasn't really like the condom broke and like everything was kind of like she was like, I don't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. And then she ended up telling me she was late. It just turned out she just had a late period. So everything that could have gone wrong, it was definitely Murphy's ball. It was everything that could have gone wrong did.
Yeah.
And it was enough where like sex then became like out of the question. And that went on for 3 years.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't have sex with her for 3 years. And it
right.
wasn't just like,
A guy like you has to fuck, dude.
it got to a point where like I was like, something's got to be physically wrong with me.
Yeah, that fucks with your self-image.
Totally. And it got to a point like where we eventually did start like even fooling around, and like she like was not into it at all. And I thought there was something very physically wrong with my wiener. I was
Right.
like, there's got to be, I don't know what is this. And then it wasn't until like that relationship ended, like I was very like, gun shy going into any
Wow.
thing, because I also missed all of dating.
I was just going to ask
I
you,
missed all of it.
when you had a relationship with the next woman, did you enter her like the ultimate warrior coming out of the dressing room?
Oh, so the whole thing was, I remember the first time I hooked up with somebody after my girlfriend at the time, I was pretty nervous. Like I didn't know. I was like, not that I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, I don't know what you like, because she didn't like anything. So I'm like, I don't know how to even operate this machine. And it was like one of those things where I never believed that she was like, ooh, look at that. I think she said something about my dick. And I was like, you're lying to me. I don't believe you. I don't believe any word. You're just like her. I was like borderline man. I was like, you're just telling me what I want to hear. You're just lying my ass off. And it was like one of those things where I would get excited, and then I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to make you uncomfortable. And then I would like do that thing where I'm like rabbit fucking like yeah, and then I'll be like, oh wait, back it up, and they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. I don't know what I'm doing. Like it was a very weird time in my life because you're like, you think you're like, yo, I can fuck whoever I want now,
Of course.
and then you're like, my dick, I have no idea what my dick is capable of. It's like you have no idea what it can do. It's like having a sports car that your dad lets you start up one time.
Yeah.
And then back down the driveway. And you're like, yeah, that's how we do it. But I've never taken it around the block.
At a certain point, though, did your penis feel like a phoenix rising from the gashes?
Come on now.
Yo, but eventually I did have fire in my hand. Like I did. Eventually I put my pecker in a beehive and I got stung. So that'll happen, dude. Don't be doing that. You got to watch yourself, Rob. You're a young guy out on the prowl right now.
I don't even get pussy like that.
No, dude, you will. Don't even see. You know what? I just got your aptitude test back. Since you're a pussy genius,
Really?
it seems like you're a pussy genius. You might be the Einstein.
I'm gonna be a guy that gets pussy when I grow
Yeah,
up.
dude. I think your poonditude test is off the charts right now, dude.
That's great news.
It's great poons, dude. Get out
Yeah,
there.
you're a regular Bobby Fister.
But no, dude, I found my way into some sniz recently.
Nice.
It was the first time after 6 months, and that does do so much good for your.
I bet it does.
It does. It clears the pipes. I mean, but more importantly, from a mental perspective,
Straight up.
you got to get pussy, man. Like my wife, God rest her soul.
Yeah.
She's today we've been together. I met her 24 years ago today. Wow. Now before I met her, prostitutes aside,
Dylan was 1 year old.
oh my God,
That is crazy, dude.
Actually, I think of him crying as a baby when I'm fucking.
You know what? When you slapped her ass, that was when Dylan's butt was getting smacked out of the womb. It was a fucking smack her around the world, dude.
Dylan was like, yo.
My boy's fault, dude.
I smacked my wife's butt and she goes, I was like, what did you just say? Nothing. But before her, it was a year between my last free cruise and then a year before that, before my previous free cruise.
Whoa.
So when I finally got to
Free coos.
Yeah, when I finally got to enter my wife on a regular basis, it was like treating it like a stolen Kia.
Yeah. I get that.
You're the Kia boy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, just getting those catalytic converters and selling those precious metals. Precious. That sounds like old money.
Precious.
I traded in a goat for 40 precious. That sounds like Jerusalem money.
Yeah, dude. How many precious you got? What did you sell? How many precious did you sell Jesus for?
You can fuck my wife for a precious.
Man, yeah. So wait, how often were you using real currency to get sliz, Mike?
Not often, man. I think, all right, so I got one down in Mexico, and I think I went to Washi Washi 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't think it is either.
No,
I don't
it's
think,
great.
I don't think any of that's wrong.
Yeah,
You're
I'm a healthy guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude, you're getting out there.
I have
You're
to unload in these sexual slaves.
it's kind of like buying used fur. You know what I mean? You're like, it was already there.
I don't need to know the backstory. I'm just going to be nice to it while I got it.
I didn't enslave these people, but I will come in them. It's good. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you gonna now? You would never entertain getting a prostitute, would you, dude?
I've entertained it.
You've entertained.
I went to Washi Washi twice.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
yeah, because there's an element of like, I deserve this.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It does feel very decadent.
Yeah, it feels so decadent. And you're doing something really nice for yourself.
It is, yeah.
I need a treat.
Yeah.
That's good. Now, when you got the watch, did she comment on your wang, or she just?
Yeah, but I think that's the only word she knew. Because she said
wow.
big. She said big.
Oh wow!
And I was like, "How's your day?" She's like, "Big."
A very big day.
Yeah. How would you describe the Statue of Liberty? Big.
A very big erection, most important erection of our time. A democracy is at stake in a very big way. Two-party system, not very big. Maybe a libertarian make it bigger.
man. Was the bill now? How much? How much?
From a geopolitical standpoint, maybe Trump and war between Ukraine and Russia maybe make big less big.
I feel like you just wrote like a Wayne's World scene.
Oh,
like, you know when like Alice Cooper is like waxing like poetic? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very good.
But you forgot to do the whole hand motion the whole time.
Yeah, you know how each president has his own distinct hand movements?
Yeah.
What if like the next guy, he's just this?
He's like, I just want to let you guys know I'm going.
Read my lips, no new taxes.
We're going to get the kids back in school.
I just wanted.
We're going to make sure the taxes are not what you want.
Say it with me. Build that wall.
I just want to say there was good people on both sides.
Boys, we're going to switch over to the Patreon. What would you like to promote before we go?
Check out Do-Rag and the Deer Tag, baby. You know what it is. Patreon.com/Do-Rag and the Deer Tag. We're coming up with some fun new content in the thing. We're thinking of doing a thing like the dog roll call that Matt Shane did, but doing a bull roll call for the Patreon.
Nice.
We think that would be fun. So we're working on hot stuff like that. And see me tonight opening up for Vinny from the Jersey Shore at Helium. Watch me bomb for 300 women.
Oh, man.
Oh, no, dude. I'm telling you right now.
Hopefully they think I'm cute and not racist.
You go out there with fucking
Cute and racist.
the dick
Yeah.
energy. Oh, yeah, they're going to love it, dude. They're going to love it. I guarantee you get sucked off tonight.
You think?
I'm putting fucking buku bucks down on you fucking shooting a load.
Yeah, bro, you're like Boy Snooki.
Straight up, dude.
Yeah. Hopefully a lady doesn't fucking sneak me.
Holy shit.
But I love both of you guys.
I love you too,
No,
brother.
you're the best, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can check me out on the End Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you call the hotline, 833-443-5300. We'll address any common question, concern you got. Honestly, what? Oh, wait.
I was just going to, can you hand me one of those posters next to you,
Oh,
Ryan?
yes. Look at that. Yo.
Thank you, baby.
Ooh. Look at those.
Yeah, Tim and I are selling autographed dad meat posters, which make a very nice stocking stuffer. And if you order this week, I'll make sure it gets out this week, so you'll have it in time for Christmas. If you go to my website, onperks.com, where you can get all my books, all my other stuff, you can get this sweet new poster that Tim and I have both signed. Local artist named Zach Woomer created us his butt cheeks.
It's great.
Awesome, dude.
He said he's going through a Ralph Steadman phase and really created this nice poster for us. So at onperks.com, you can check this out. You can get a custom dad meat episode. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. And also, check out my other podcast, Little Stinkers. It's a true crime podcast, but I promise you it's fun. It's not Hot Topic, Fat Girl True Crime. It's really a fun show. And I do that with two of the funniest guys alive, Jake Matera and John Del Calo. And aside from that, we're going to be back with more Rob Cruz and Ryan Shaner. You guys are two of my favorite people. I love doing anything with you.
You're the best.
Don't let this go, Rob. I like
Yes.
this. And we're going to be back with more of these guys. And our dear friend Tim Butterly will be back next week. He's spending a few days in Austin, reconnecting with Sidney Gant and Matt McCusker.
Oh, yes.
So,
Yeah.
but Tim will be back next week. But in the meantime, join us over at the Patreon for part 2 of this episode with Bobby Cruz and Ryan Shaner. Dylan, do you want to promote anything before we go?
Yeah, Two-Headed Dog. It's me with Noah McGuigan. He's the other guy on TBS with Tim. It's
The show is great.
It's
Thank
so much
you.
fucking fun, man. I love doing that with you guys, but also like watching you do it with other people is so much fucking fun, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
It's so creative and fun bits.
Yeah, it's.
I started watching the Sam Talent episode. It's fucking great.
Oh, yeah,
you.
it is. It's amazing.
Yeah, me and Noah had all three of these guys on.
Yes.
They were 3
So
great
fun.
episodes. Mike, do you still have the fleshlight we gifted your son?
I have it in my car, yes.
Mike still has it in his car.
I haven't shown it
yeah,
to him yet because he's 14, and I think if I give him that, it's going to be like
he's gonna fuck it.
Yeah, it's going to be like
Yeah.
giving him a Ouija board.
That's what I learned
Yeah,
about
for
it.
sure.
I hope he opens up a portal to a new dimension. I hope your house comes cum haunted, dude. That would be so funny.
But yeah, go on YouTube, look up Noah's Paints, or look up Two-Headed Dog.
Dude,
So-
only my wife's dildo drawer is opening and shut, slamming in the middle of the night.
You know that scene in Insidious? Have you seen that movie?
No.
Oh, never mind.
No, I'm aware of the Insidious Beast though because I saw.
Oh, the lipstick demon, yeah.
It's like the thing that they used before they settled on a nun as the main character, right? The main scary lady, right?
So the main scary lady in Insidious is just an old woman, just an old creepy woman.
Oh, okay.
In the first Insidious, she is the main person that's trying to like reclaim the father of the boy.
Okay.
But then the boy is abducted basically by what's called the lipstick demon, who looks.
A dog's penis.
They did a great job of making that guy look like a dog's penis. It was pretty good. But yeah, that's what Insidious is.
Yeah, but I was just thinking of that scene. You know, when the lady's like describing what the lipstick demon looks like.
Oh yeah,
She's like,
yeah.
red, big smile. I just pictured like your son being like, big, vein down the middle. But
Oh man,
that's for
Incredible
another day.
show. Also, I got my first headlining date is I'm going to do at Chicago at Lincoln Lodge on May 4th, and you can grab tickets for that at any of my social medias. I have the link in my bio, and that's at Mike Rainey 82, whether it's on Twitter or Instagram. I'd love it if you join me. I love the Lincoln Lodge. I love Chicago, and I really would love to see your smiling face there. But be back at patreon.com/dadmepodcast with Bobby Cruz, Ryan Shaner. It's whatever you want to pay, so just join us over there, and we'll see you over there. Later.
Word.